G1 Knowledge Test with real questions. Under which of the following conditions is it dangerous and unlawful to make a U-turn? 1. Upon a curve or on a hill where there is a clear view of less than 150 meters, 500 feet, in either direction. 2. On a railway crossing or within 30 meters, 100 feet, of a railway crossing. 3. Within 150 meters, 500 feet, of a bridge, viaduct or tunnel if driver's view is obstructed. 4. Under all of the above conditions. The answer is 4, under all of the above conditions. What does this road sign mean? 1. Road slippery when wet. 2. No right turn permitted. 3. No left turn permitted. 4. You must not take a U-turns. The answer is 4, you must not take a U-turns. Do not turn to go in the opposite direction. U-turn. When you are deciding whether or not to make a U-turn, your first consideration should be to check 1. Traffic regulations. 2. Presence of trees, fire hydrants, or poles near the curb. 3. Turning radius of your car. 4. Height of curb. The answer is 1. Traffic regulations. U-turns are not allowed anytime a traffic sign, for example, a no U-turn sign, prohibits them, on curves, hills, and freeways, in weather conditions where you are not able to see clearly, such as in rain, fog. What does this road sign mean? 1. Truck entrance on the right side ahead. 2. No truck allows. 3. Slow down for truck. 4. Truck route. The answer is 1. Truck entrance on the right side ahead. Which of the below infraction can cause 2 demerit points? 1. Failure to stop for a police officer. 2. Exceeding posted speed limits by more than 50 km per hour. 3. Having passengers under 16 not wearing their seatbelts. 4. Careless or reckless driving. The answer is 3. Having passengers under 16 not wearing their seatbelts. Infraction 1 causes 7 demerit points. Infraction 2 and 4 causes 6 demerit points. The demerit points stays on record for 2 years from the date of offense. What does this road sign mean? 1. No entry into the intersection. 2. This sign means no stopping. 3. Vehicles approaching from angle shown, must stop for. Need not stop for stop signs in direction of arrows. The answer is 2. This sign means no stopping. Do not stop in the area between the signs. This means you may not stop your vehicle in this area, even for a moment. Used in pairs or groups. What does a pair of these signs mean? 1. Do not park in the area between the signs. 2. Do not stop in the area between the signs except to load or unload passengers or merchandise. 3. Do not stop in the area between the signs. 4. Do not stand in the area between the signs. The answer is 3. Do not stop in the area between the signs. Do not stop in the area between the signs. This means you may not stop your vehicle in this area, even for a moment. Used in pairs or groups. What does this road sign mean? 1. Lane usage sign permitting all turns including left. 2. No parking from arrows to corner. 3. Advance warning of danger. 4. Lane usage sign meaning right turn only. The answer is 4. Lane usage sign meaning right turn only. This sign directs the driver to turn right only. There could be any reason for it, but obeying this signal would lead to safety and hassle-free drive. What does this road sign mean? 1. You may not turn left on a red light. 2. There is no road on the right side of the intersection. 3. You may not turn right on a green light. 4. You may not turn right on a red light. The answer is 4. You may not turn right on a red light. The no right turn on red sign prohibits a right turn, which without the sign would be legal, during the red phase of the traffic signal. When approaching an intersection where a traffic signal light is red and a policeman motions you to go through, you should 1. Wait for the light to turn green. 2. Obey the policeman's signal and go through at once. 3. Call the policeman's attention to the red light. 4. Stop to make sure he wants you to go through. The answer is 2. Obey the policeman's signal and go through at once. At an intersection, the traffic light is red, but a police officer motions you to go through. What should you do? 1. Stop and make sure that the police officer really too wants you to go through. 3. Tell the police officer that the light is red. 4. Go through. The answer is 4. Go through. What does this road sign mean? Keep to the right of the traffic island. Road turns right then left. Winding road ahead. Pass other traffic on the right. The answer is 1, keep to the right of the traffic island. Keep right signs are used in locations where the driver must pass only on the right of a roadway feature or obstruction. The sign will be posted ahead of the obstacle, in order to warn the driver of a traffic island, obstruction or median ahead. When changing lanes on a multi-lane highway, a driver should 1. Check the mirrors and signal. 2. Use the horn. 3. Activate the emergency signals. 4. Move into the new lane as fast as possible. The answer is 1, check the mirrors and signal. Before changing lanes, the driver should make sure it's safe by checking the mirrors and doing a shoulder check to check the blind spot. Then the driver should signal and move gradually into the new lane. To pull out of a parking space, you should 1. Honk your horn and slowly pull away from the curb. 2. Check for traffic, signal, and quickly pull away from the curb. 3. Check for traffic, signal, and pull away from the curb when it is safe to do so. 4. Signal and pull away from the curb. The answer is 3. Check for traffic, signal, and pull away from the curb when it is safe to do so. To pull out of a parking space, you should check for traffic, signal, and pull away from the curb when it is safe to do so. If one of your tires suddenly blows out while you're driving, what should you do? 1. Bring the vehicle to a stop off the road. 2. Take your foot off the gas pedal. 3. Concentrate on steering. 4. Do all of the above. The answer is 4. Do all of the above. Blowouts can cause tremendous steering and wheel vibration, but don't be alarmed. Take your foot off the gas pedal to slow down and steer the vehicle firmly in the direction you want to go. Bring the vehicle to a stop off the road. What does this road sign mean? 1. The bridge ahead lifts or swings to allow boats to pass. 2. Airport. 3. Hotel. 4. Narrow road ahead. The answer is 1. The bridge ahead lifts or swings to allow boats to pass. The bridge ahead lifts or swings to let boats pass. What does this road sign mean? 1. Airport. 2. Hotel. 3. Narrow road ahead. 4. Movable bridge ahead. The answer is 4. Movable bridge ahead. This warning sign indicates a movable bridge ahead. The bridge lifts or swings open to allow boats to pass. Slow down and prepare to stop in case the bridge is open. What does this road sign mean? A hidden school bus stop ahead, slow down, drive with extra caution, watch for children and school buses with flashing red lights. Hidden intersection, school zone, school with playground. The answer is 1, a hidden school bus stop ahead, slow down, drive with extra caution, watch for children and school buses with flashing red lights. This sign warns you that you are coming to a hidden school bus stop. Slow down, drive with extra caution, watch for children and for a school bus with flashing red lights. What does this road sign mean? 1. Hidden intersection ahead. 2. Hidden bus bay ahead. 3. Hidden school bus stop ahead. 4. School zone ahead. The answer is 3. Hidden school bus stop ahead. This warning sign means that there is a hidden school bus stop ahead. School buses stop with the flashing red lights there. Slow down, drive with extra caution, and watch for children or a school bus with flashing lights. If your right wheels drop off the roadway, what is the best way to get back onto roadway? 1. Apply the brakes to reduce your speed. 2. Steer hard to the left. 3. Apply the brakes and steer hard to the left. 4. Take your foot off the gas pedal, let your vehicle slow down, and gently steer back onto the roadway. The answer is 4. Take your foot off the gas pedal, let your vehicle slow down, and gently steer back onto the roadway. If your right wheels drop off the roadway, do not make a sharp turn. Instead, take your foot off the gas pedal and let your vehicle slow down. Then steer gently to get back on the roadway. What does this road sign mean? 1. Winding road ahead. 2. Bumpy road ahead. 3. Road ahead slippery when wet. 4. No passing ahead. The answer is 3. Road ahead slippery when wet. Pavement is slippery when wet. Slow down and drive with caution. What does this road sign mean? 1. The pavement is slippery when wet. 2. Slow down to prevent hydroplaning. 3. The paved surface ends ahead. 4. The pavement has been milled or grooved. The answer is 1. The pavement is slippery when wet. This warning sign means that the road is slippery when wet. In wet weather, slow down and proceed with extra caution. Before making a U-turn, what is the maximum distance you must be able to see in both directions? Or to make a U-turn you must be able to see how far in both directions? 1. 100 meters. 2. 150 meters. 3. 200 meters. 4. 250 meters. The answer is 2. 150 meters. Never make a U-turn unless you can see at least 150 meters in both directions. If you're being tailgated, what is the best course of action? 1. Change lanes when it is safe to do so. 2. Increase your following distance behind the vehicle in front of you. 3. Pull over to allow the tailgater to pass. 4. All the above. The answer is 4. All the above. What does this road sign mean? 1. Hidden intersection ahead. 2. Winding road. 3. Road slippery when wet. 4. Narrow road ahead. The answer is 2. Winding road. Winding road signs are placed in advance of a section of road with 3 or more curves. These signs are meant to warn drivers to slow down in preparation for multiple curves in the road ahead. What should you do when entering a freeway? 1. Signal, then stop to wait for an opening in traffic. 2. Signal, then accelerate while merging smoothly into traffic. 3. Do what the vehicle ahead of you does. 4. Signal, then accelerate and enter traffic quickly. The answer is 2. Signal, then accelerate while merging smoothly into traffic. A freeway, also called an expressway, is a high-speed, multi-lane road. On a freeway, traffic going in each direction is separated and ramps let vehicles enter and exit. Be sure to check your mirrors and blind spots as you move along the entrance ramp. What should you do when exiting a freeway? 1. Signal, then stop to wait for an opening in traffic. 2. Do what the vehicle ahead of you does. 3. Signal, accelerate while merging smoothly into traffic, then proceeds to the exit lane. 4. Signal, then move into the deceleration lane, reduce speed gradually and obey exit signs. The answer is 4. Signal, then move into the deceleration lane, reduce speed gradually and obey exit signs. When leaving the freeway, signal that you want to move into the deceleration lane, but do not slow down. When you are in the lane, reduce your speed gradually to the speed shown for the exit ramp. Failing to stop for a school bus that is unloading passengers will 1. Result in a 1-year jail sentence. 2. Cost you 60 merit points and a fine of up to $1,000. 3. Get you a warning and a fine of $100. 4. Result in retaking your road test. The answer is 2. Cost you 60 merit points and a fine of up to $1,000. It is illegal to fail to stop for a stopped school bus that has its red lights flashing. If you don't stop, you can be fined $400 to $2,000 and receive 60 merit points for a first offense. If you are convicted a second time within 5 years, the penalty is a fine of $1,000 to $4,000 and 60 merit points. It is illegal not to stop behind a stopped school bus with alternating flashing red lights. If you do not stop, what can happen on a first offense? 1. You can be fined $40 $200 and get 2 demerit points. 2. You can be fined $400 to $2,000 and get 60 merit points. 3. You can be fined $4,000 to $20,000. 4. You will not be fined for the first offense, you will only receive a warning. The answer is 2. You can be fined $400 to $2,000 and get 60 merit points. You can get 60 merit points for a first offense and a fine of $400 to $2,000. When do you stop for school bus if there is a median? 1. Whenever you approach and see one. 2. Never, because they will stop for you. 3. Whenever they stop. 4. Only if you are behind a stopped bus which has its upper red alternating lights flashing. The answer is 4. Only if you are behind a stopped bus which has its upper red alternating lights flashing. School buses also have flashing stop signs that swing out from the driver's side, notifying vehicles to stop. Stay back the required distance. If there is no median, how far in front and behind a school bus are you required to stop when its lights are flashing? 1. At least 20 meters behind and far enough in front for children to exit the bus and cross safely. 2. At least 20 feet behind and far enough in front for children to exit the bus and cross safely. 3. At least 10 meters behind and far enough in front for children to exit the bus and cross safely. 4. At least 10 feet behind and far enough in front for children to exit the bus and cross safely. The answer is 1. At least 20 meters behind and far enough in front for children to exit the bus and cross safely. Only proceed when the bus lights have stopped flashing or the bus has moved. What does this road sign mean? 1. Traffic signal ahead. 2. Stop sign 150 meters, 500 feet, ahead. 3. Bump 120 meters, 400 feet, ahead. 4. Railway crossing ahead. The answer is 1. Traffic signal ahead. RED, signal ahead. Advance warning signs warn road users of upcoming traffic lights and also indicate when the light is about to turn red, enabling users of the road to prepare to stop their vehicles. What does this road sign mean? 1. Playground zone sign. 2. Children playing in residential area. 3. School zone sign. 4. Direction sign for children. The answer is 3. School zone sign. A school zone sign is 5-sided and has a fluorescent yellow/green background with black symbols. It warns that you are coming to a school zone. Slow down, drive with extra caution and watch for children. What does this road sign mean? 1. Divided highway ahead. 2. You are approaching a one-way street. 3. Hidden intersection ahead. 4. Pavement narrows. The answer is 4. Pavement narrows. Pavement narrows ahead. What does this road sign mean? 1. Narrow road ahead. 2. Hidden intersection ahead. 3. Railway crossing ahead. 4. Intersection ahead. The answer is 4. Intersection ahead. Intersection ahead. The arrow shows which direction of traffic has the right of way. When a car has stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross the street at a marked crosswalk, what should you do? 1. Pass the stopped car on the left. 2. Sound horn for the driver of the stopped car to drive on. 3. Pass the stopped car to the right. 4. Not pass any car stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross. The answer is 4. Not pass any car stopped to allow a pedestrian to cross. You must stay stopped until the pedestrian is fully off the roadway. If the pedestrian is halfway through the crossover and is no longer blocking your way, you must still wait for the pedestrian to leave the roadway or you could be charged. What does this hand signal mean? 1. Driver and vehicle is slowing down or stopping. 2. Driver and vehicle is turning right. 3. Driver and vehicle is turning left. 4. Driver and vehicle is exiting a highway. The answer is 3. Driver and vehicle is turning left. If your brake lights or turn signals do not work, ensure you use proper hand signals to warn other drivers of your intentions. Use both for clarity if in doubt. What does the hand signal by extending your left arm out sideways with all your fingers extended or pointing left with your index finger mean? 1. I am turning right. 2. I am turning left. 3. I am slowing or stopping. 4. I am stopping. The answer is 2. I am turning left. If your brake lights or turn signals do not work, ensure you use proper hand signals to warn other drivers of your intentions. Use both for clarity if in doubt. What does this hand signal mean? 1. Driver and vehicle is slowing down or stopping. 2. Driver and vehicle is turning right. 3. Driver and vehicle is turning left. 4. Driver and vehicle is exiting a highway. The answer is 1. Driver and vehicle is slowing down or stopping. If your brake lights or turn signals do not work, ensure you use proper hand signals to warn other drivers of your intentions. Use both for clarity if in doubt. What does this hand signal mean? 1. Driver and vehicle is slowing down or stopping. 2. Driver and vehicle is turning right. 3. Driver and vehicle is turning left. 4. Driver and vehicle is exiting a highway. The answer is 2. Driver and vehicle is turning right. If your brake lights or turn signals do not work, ensure you use proper hand signals to warn other drivers of your intentions. Use both for clarity if in doubt. What does the hand signal by extending your left arm out sideways bent at a 90-degree angle at the elbow joint, hand pointing upward and the palm of hand facing forward mean? 1. I am turning right. 2. I am turning left. 3. I am slowing or stopping. 4. You may pass me. The answer is 1, I am turning right. How close to a fire hydrant you can legally park? 1. 3 meters, 10 feet. 2. 4.5 meters, 15 feet. 3. 6 meters, 20 feet. 4. 1.5 meters, 5 feet. The answer is 1. 3 meters, 10 feet. You are not allowed to park within 3 meters, 10 feet, of a fire hydrant, or you will be fined if caught. This is applicable in all municipalities across Ontario. You can also get a ticket if you are parked to load or unload near a fire hydrant. What's the meaning of the term overdriving your headlights? 1. When you are driving faster than your stopping distance allows you to see. 2. You are leaving your headlights on too long, a risk of burning out the bulbs. 3. You are driving slower than your stopping distance allows you to see. 4. You are leaving your low beam lights on too long at the risk of burning out the bulbs. The answer is 1. When you are driving faster than your stopping distance allows you to see. You are overdriving your headlights when you go so fast that your stopping distance is farther than you can see with your headlights. Hydroplaning occurs due to heavy rain when a vehicle's tires right up above the water on the roadway. To help prevent hydroplaning you should 1. Ensure that your tires on your vehicle have good tread depth. 2. Reduce vehicle speed when driving in the rain. 3. Ensure that the tires on the vehicle are inflated to the proper tire pressure. 4. All the above. The answer is 4. All the above. Hydroplaning, also called aquaplaning, is what happens when your tires drive over wet pavement or standing water and lose contact with the road surface, resulting in a loss of traction and an inability to steer the car. How many days does new Ontario residents have to register their vehicle? 1. 150 days. 2. 120 days. 3. 30 days. 4. 60 days. The answer is 3. 30 days. New Ontario residents have 30 days to register their vehicles. To get a permanent Ontario license plates, go to a Service Ontario Centre. You must bring along a Safety Standards Certificate, proof of insurance, vehicle import forms, if you have brought the vehicle in from another country, and the vehicle permit, or ownership, from where you used to live. What does vehicle registration include? 1. Obtaining your G1 license. 2. License plates and a vehicle permit. 3. Obtaining your G2 license. 4. None of the above. The answer is 2. License plates and a vehicle permit. License plates in Ontario are based on a plate-to-owner system. This means that vehicle license plates move with the vehicle owner, not the vehicle. When you sell or change vehicles, you must remove your plates. If you do not intend to use them on another vehicle, you may return your plates to a Service Ontario Centre. How often and when you have to renew your driver's license? 1. Every 14 years. 2. Every 5 years. 3. When you receive renewal application in the mail and, or before license expiry. 4. You do not have to renew as you have already passed all required tests. The answer is 3. When you receive renewal application in the mail and, or before license expiry. You will get a renewal application form in the mail. Take the form into any Service Ontario Centre in the province. If you do not get a renewal application form in the mail when your license is due for a renewal, call the Ministry of Transportation. You are responsible for making sure you have a valid driver's license. You can renew an expired car or motorcycle driver's license within 1 year without taking any tests. Under what circumstances a driver's license be cancelled? 1. If you fail a driver's re-examination. 2. If you don't pay your reinstatement fee or administrative monetary penalty following a suspension. 3. If your check for license fees are not honored by your bank. 4. Any or all the above. The answer is 4. Any or all the above. In addition, your license will be cancelled if you voluntarily surrender your driver's license to the Ministry of Transportation, or it is surrendered or returned by another jurisdiction. Which of these following statements is not true? 1. Allowed to have more than one Ontario license. 2. Not allowed to use an altered license. 3. Not allowed to use a fictitious or imitation license. 4. Not allowed to lend your license or let someone else use it. The answer is 1. Allowed to have more than one Ontario license. It is illegal to lend your license, let someone else use it, use an altered license, use another license as your own, Have more than one Ontario driver's license and or use a fictitious or imitation license. What does this road sign mean? 1. Divided highway ahead. 2. Divided road ends, keep to the right. 3. Narrow bridge ahead. 4. Road under construction. The answer is 2. Divided road ends, keep to the right. Divided highway ends, traffic travels in both directions on the same road ahead. Keep to the right-hand road. What does this road sign mean? 1. Divided highway begins. 2. Divided highway ends. 3. Two-way traffic. 4. Road under construction. The answer is 1. Divided highway begins. Divided highway begins, traffic travels in both directions on separated roads ahead. Keep to the right-hand road. Each road carries one-way traffic. What does this road sign mean? 1. Right lane ends. 2. Hidden intersection ahead. 3. You are approaching a steep hill. 4. Passing is not allowed. The answer is 4. Passing is not allowed. Do not pass on this road. What does this road sign mean? 1. Narrow road ahead. 2. Road ahead turns left then right. 3. Road ahead turns right then left. 4. Intersection ahead. The answer is 3. Road ahead turns right then left. A sharp turns, right then left sign warns drivers that the road ahead will turn sharply to the right and then sharply to the left. Slow down before you enter the turn, and do not pass other vehicles. Sharp turn signs are frequently accompanied by an advisory speed sign, warning drivers that conditions ahead make it unsafe to drive at a faster speed. What does this road sign mean? 1. Stop sign ahead. 2. Yield right of way. 3. Dead-end street ahead. 4. Slow-moving vehicle ahead. The answer is 1. Stop sign ahead. Stop sign ahead. Slow down. What does this road sign mean? 1. No right turn. 2. Divided highway ahead. 3. Narrow bridge ahead. 4. No right turn on red. The answer is 4. No right turn on red. Do not turn right when facing a red light at the intersection. What does this road sign mean? 1. You may exit if you remain in right-hand line. 2. You must not drive in right-hand lane under any circumstances. 3. End of highway, you must move into right-hand lane. 4. Two-way left turn lane. The answer is 4. Two-way left turn lane. This sign, above the road or on the ground, means the lane is only for two-way left turns. What does this road sign mean? 1. Safety check ahead. 2. Warns of a steep hill ahead. 3. Pavement ends, 500 feet ahead. 4. Bumpy road ahead. The answer is 2. Warns of a steep hill ahead. Steep hill ahead. You may need to use a lower gear. What does this road sign mean? 1. School area ahead. 2. Railway crossing ahead. 3. You must give the right of way. 4. You have the right of way. The answer is 3. You must give the right of way. A yield sign is a triangle with a white background and a red border. It means you must let traffic in the intersection or close to it go first. Stop if necessary and go only when the way is clear. What does this road sign mean? 1. School buses load or unload in this area by turning on the flashing red lights and extending the stop arm. 2. You must be driving a school bus to enter this designated area. 3. School buses load or unload in this area without using the flashing red lights or the stop arm. 4. You may park here. The answer is 3. School buses load or unload in this area without using the flashing red lights or the stop arm. An important area designated by law for a school bus to load and unload student passengers on a roadway or within a school driveway. If your right wheel drops off the roadway, what is the best way to get back into the roadway? 1. Steer hard to the left. 2. Apply brakes to reduce your speed. 3. Apply brakes and steer hard to the left. 4. Take your foot off the gas pedal, let your vehicle slow down and gently steer back into the highway. The answer is 4. Take your foot off the gas pedal, let your vehicle slow down and gently steer back into the highway. The best starting point is to take your foot off the accelerator, keep pulling on the steering wheel and slowly pull it to the left, increasing the pressure until the wheel pops back onto the pavement. Never panic and snap back your car back. You are on a 2-lane road. There is a solid yellow line next to a broken yellow line in the center of the road. The solid yellow line is on your side of the road. Which of the following statements is true? 1. Pass only when no traffic is in sight. 2. It is safe to pass. 3. It is unsafe to pass. 4. It is safe to pass in the daytime. The answer is 3. It is unsafe to pass. Yellow lines mark the center of a two-way road used for two-way traffic. You may pass on a two-way road if the yellow center line is broken. When a solid and a broken yellow line are together, you must not pass if you are driving next to the solid line. This road sign indicates 1. The direction of travel for each lane. 2. You must not enter this area. 3. You may drive in any direction from any lane. 4. You may not turn on this lane. The answer is 1. The direction of travel for each lane. In a three-lane configuration, the left lane is designed for passing, the middle for travel at normal speeds, and the right for acceleration when passing, entering or exiting. On highways with additional lanes, a similar format follows: pass in the left, drive in the middle, enter/exit on the right. The use of alcohol or drugs affects a driver by impairing which of the following? 1. Vision. 2. Judgment. 3. Reaction time. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. Alcohol and drugs act on your brain and body in different ways and can reduce your attention, judgment, motor skills. What does this road sign mean? 1. Housing. 2. Hospital. 3. Horse racing. 4. Hills. The answer is 2. Hospital. Shows off-road facilities such as hospitals. What does this road sign mean? 1. No U-turns. 2. No left turns. 3. Right turn ahead. 4. The side road at the intersection ahead does not have a clear view of traffic. The answer is 4. The side road at the intersection ahead does not have a clear view of traffic. This warning sign indicates that a hidden intersection ahead. There is a hidden side road ahead. And drivers on the side road may not be able to see you approaching. Slow down and proceed with caution. What does this road sign mean? 1. There are no right turns allowed. 2. There are no U-turns allowed. 3. There are no left turns allowed. 4. Road branching off ahead. The answer is 4. Road branching off ahead. What does this road sign mean? 1. There are no right turns allowed. 2. There are no U-turns allowed. 3. There are no left turns allowed. 4. Intersection ahead. The answer is 4. Intersection ahead. Arrow shows which direction of traffic has the right of way. What should you do if your cell phone rings while you are driving and you do not have a hands-free device? 1. Pick up the call as it might be urgent. 2. Let the call be redirected to your voicemail. 3. View the caller ID before deciding whether to answer. 4. Pick up if you are in red light. The answer is 2. Let the call be redirected to your voicemail. If the phone rings, don't answer it unless you pull over to a safe spot. Or let a passenger answer the call. Or let the call be redirected to your voicemail. If convicted, the penalty you face depends on the kind of license you hold and how long you've been driving. Which of the following items are you prohibited from using while you're driving? 1. Laptop computer. 2. Handheld cell phone. 3. DVD player. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. In Ontario, it is against the law to use handheld communication and electronic entertainment devices while driving. These include phones, iPods, iPads, tablets, DVD players, e-readers. What does this road sign mean? 1. It is a warning sign. 2. During school hours when the yellow lights are flashing, follow the speed limit shown. 3. Watch for crossguard only. 4. Watch for children only. The answer is 2. During school hours when the yellow lights are flashing, follow the speed limit shown. The speed limit in this zone is lower during school hours. Observe the speed limit shown when the yellow lights are flashing. In Ontario, is there a law regarding the usage of seat belts? 1. Yes. 2. No. 3. Only when driving on a non-urban highway. 4. Only when driving within a city or town. The answer is 1. Yes. When are you required to wear a seatbelt? 1. Wearing a seatbelt is optional. 2. Only drivers are required to wear a seatbelt. 3. Only passengers are required to wear a seatbelt. 4. All drivers and passengers are required to wear a seatbelt and be properly buckled up. The answer is 4. All drivers and passengers are required to wear a seatbelt and be properly buckled up. Drivers will receive a fine up to $1,000 and 2 demerit points for not wearing a seatbelt. Drivers must ensure all passengers under the age of 16 are properly buckled up. Unbuckled passengers 16 years and older can be fined. Are drivers responsible for requiring their passengers to buckle up? 1. Only those passengers over 18 years of age. 2. Only those passengers under 16 years of age. 3. Only those passengers in the front seat. 4. Only those passengers who are 16 years of age or older. The answer is 2. Only those passengers under 16 years of age. Drivers will receive a fine up to $1,000 and 2 demerit points for not wearing a seatbelt. Drivers must ensure all passengers under the age of 16 are properly buckled up. If the passengers are 16 years of age or older, they, not the driver, are responsible for buckling themselves up. Unbuckled passengers 16 years and older can be fined. While traveling on a highway, the driver of a motor vehicle is not permitted to carry, in a house or boat trailer, 1. Firearms. 2. Flammable material. 3. Persons, passenger. 4. Pets. The answer is 3. Persons, passenger. You must also have your rear license plate illuminated with white lighting when headlights are on. Ensure headlights are on January 2nd an hour before sunset and leave them on for half an hour after sunrise. If towing a trailer that is 2.05 meters wide or less, what must it have? 1. 2 far apart red reflectors at the back, a white license plate line and red tail light. 2. Flashing yellow lights at the rear. 3. Flashing red lights at the rear. 4. None of the above. The answer is 1. 2 far apart red reflectors at the back, a white license plate line and red tail light. Ensure your trailer has the proper lights and reflectors. Requirements vary depending on trailer width. Never carry passengers in a moving trailer. Can anyone tow a trailer with a gross weight of up to 4,600 kilograms? 1. As long as you have a valid G1, G2 or higher driver's license. 2. As long as you have a valid G1, G2 or higher driver's license plus a trailer plate and permit. 3. As long as your trailer has trailer plates. 4. Only if you have your commercial vehicle license. The answer is 2. As long as you have a valid G1, G2 or higher driver's license plus a trailer plate and permit. A trailer requires a special permit and plates that you need to obtain, and a one-time charge from a vehicle license issuing office. What does this sign mean? 1. Winding road ahead. 2. By wheelchair only or disabled person parking, handicap. 3. No parking. 4. No standing. The answer is 2. By wheelchair only or disabled person parking, handicap. An Ontario disability permit can be used by a person who has been assigned the permit in their name to occupy a parking space designated for those with a disability. These parking spaces are marked with a posted sign displaying the universal disability sign as well as marked on the pavement. This road sign means that parking is permitted. 1. For electric vehicles. 2. For all vehicles. 3. Only for vehicles with very young child passengers. 4. Only for vehicles displaying a valid accessible parking permit. The answer is 4. Only for vehicles displaying a valid accessible parking permit. This road sign means that parking is permitted. 1. Parking is only for vehicles displaying a valid disabled person parking permit. 2. No parking. 3. No standing. 4. Parking is not allowed for a disabled person with a permit. The answer is 1. Parking is only for vehicles displaying a valid disabled person parking permit. Parking permit for Ontarian with disabilities. The Accessible Parking Permit, APP, is designed to provide an easier way to get access to different locations for people with disabilities. A valid permit must be shown clearly on the vehicle's sun visor or front dash. While driving, a Class G1 learner must be supervised by an accompanying driver. The blood alcohol level of the accompanying driver must be less than 1. 0.05%. 2. 0.02%. 3. 0.08%. 4. 0.07%. The answer is 1, 0.05%. You need an accompanying driver who has a full G license with a minimum of 4 years of driving experience sitting in the front passenger seat. The accompanying driver must have a BAC below 0.05% unless they are 21 years old or younger, then they must have a 0 blood alcohol level. What does this road sign mean? 1. A highway interchange is 500 meters ahead. 2. Keep right. 3. U-turns permitted ahead. 4. A roundabout is ahead. The answer is 4. A roundabout is ahead. Keep moving. Once you are in the roundabout, do not stop except to avoid a collision. You have the right of way over entering traffic. Do not change lanes while in the roundabout. If in the inside lane and you miss your exit, you must continue around until you meet your exit again. What does this road sign mean? 1. U-turns permitted 300 meters ahead. 2. A highway interchange is 300 meters ahead. 3. A roundabout is 300 meters ahead. 4. Keep right. The answer is 3. A roundabout is 300 meters ahead. Keep moving. Once you are in the roundabout, do not stop except to avoid a collision. You have the right of way over entering traffic. Do not change lanes while in the roundabout. If in the inside lane and you miss your exit, you must continue around until you meet your exit again. If the traffic signal light facing you is red and you intend to go straight through the intersection, what must you do? 1. Stop and then proceed only when the signal turns green and when the way is clear. 2. Stop, yield to pedestrians, and then proceed with caution. 3. Stop and then proceed when the way is clear. 4. Slow down and then proceed when the way is clear. The answer is 1. Stop and then proceed only when the signal turns green and when the way is clear. When the traffic signal light facing you is red and you intend to go straight through the intersection, what must you do? Stop, then proceed only when the signal turns green and when the way is clear. What does this road sign mean? 1. Sharp bend or turn in the road ahead. 2. Keep right. 3. Traffic must exit to the right. 4. This road turns slightly right ahead. The answer is 1. Sharp bend or turn in the road ahead. What does this road sign mean? 1. Pedestrian crossing. 2. Railway crossing. 3. Uncontrolled intersection. 4. One way. The answer is 2. Railway crossing. All railway crossings on public roads in Ontario are marked with large red and white X signs. Watch for these signs and be prepared to stop. You may also see yellow advance warning signs and large X pavement markings ahead of railway crossings. What do all railway crossings on public roads in Ontario have in common? 1. They are marked with large red and white X signs. 2. They have flashing signal lights. 3. They use gates or barriers to prevent drivers from crossing. 4. They have stop signs posted. The answer is 1. They are marked with large red and white X signs. All railway crossings on public roads in Ontario are marked with large red and white X signs. Watch for these signs and be prepared to stop. You may also see yellow advance warning signs and large X pavement markings ahead of railway crossings, when approaching a railway crossing at which an electrical or mechanical signal device is warning of the approach of train. You must 1. Stop not less than 1.5 meters, 5 feet, from the nearest rail. 2. Increase speed and cross tracks as quickly as possible. 3. Stop not less than 5 meters, 15 feet, from the nearest rail. 4. Slow down and proceed with caution. The answer is 3. Stop not less than 5 meters, 15 feet, from the nearest rail. All railway crossings on public roads in Ontario are marked with large red and white X signs. Watch for these signs and be prepared to stop. You may also see yellow advance warning signs and large X pavement markings ahead of railway crossings. You are approaching a railway crossing. The crossing signals are warning that a train is approaching. What should you do? 1. Increase your speed and cross the tracks as quickly as possible. 2. Stop at least 2 meters from the nearest rail. 3. Slow down and proceed with caution. 4. Stop at least 5 meters from the nearest rail. The answer is 4. Stop at least 5 meters from the nearest rail. When you come to a railway crossing and there are flashing signal lights, what must you do? 1. Continue slowly because flashing lights are only a warning to drive slow. 2. Stop and then proceed slowly across the tracks. 3. Stop and wait for the signal lights to stop flashing. 4. Drive around the gate or barrier to avoid getting stuck on the tracks. The answer is 3. Stop and wait for the signal lights to stop flashing. Stop at least 5 meters back from the nearest rail, gate or barrier. Only cross tracks once gates rise and lights stop flashing. If you miss your exit on an expressway, what should you do? 1. Take the next exit. 2. Make a U-turn. 3. Stop on the shoulder and check your map. 4. Back up if there are no other vehicles around. The answer is 1. Take the next exit. If you miss an exit, do not stop or reverse on the freeway. Take the next exit and find a way to double back. If you miss your exit on an expressway, what should you do? 1. You must not take a right turn only. 2. You must not make a left turn. 3. Hidden intersection ahead. 4. You are approaching a traffic island. The answer is 2. You must not make a left turn. The no left turn sign is a turn prohibition sign that is designed to prevent an accident from occurring by informing drivers that turning left is prohibited. Usually found at intersections, stop signs, yield signs, or other locations where drivers intend to make a left turn. Hydroplaning occurs during heavy rain when a vehicle's tires ride up above the water on the roadway. To help prevent hydroplaning, you should 1. Slow down when driving in the rain. 2. Ensure that the tires on your vehicle are inflated to the proper tire pressures. 3. Ensure that the tires on your vehicle have good tread depth. 4. Do all of the above. The answer is 4. Do all of the above. Hydroplaning occurs when a layer of water builds up between the tires of a vehicle and the road surface, leading to a loss of traction that prevents the vehicle from responding to control inputs. This situation arises when the tires encounter more water than they can scatter or when the water depth exceeds the tire tread's ability to expel it. What does this construction sign mean? 1. Construction sign, slow down, obey flagman's direction. 2. A construction sign replacing flagman on duty. 3. Regulatory sign reduce speed. 4. This sign warns of road work operation ahead. The answer is 4. This sign warns of road work operation ahead. What does this road sign mean? 1. No trucks allowed. 2. Warns of a steep hill ahead. 3. Passing is not allowed. 4. Watch for falling rocks. The answer is 4. Watch for falling rocks. Watch for fallen rock and be prepared to avoid a collision. If someone is tailgating you, what should you do? 1. Increase your following distance behind the vehicle in front of you. 2. Pull over to let the tailgater pass. 3. Move into another lane when it is safe to do so. 4. Do any of the above. The answer is 4. Do any of the above. Let the tailgater pass. If you're on a multi-lane road, move over to the right when it's safe, giving the driver a chance to pass you on the left. If you're on a single-lane road, consider pulling into a well-lit parking lot or gas station to let them pass. What does this road sign mean? 1. There is a sharp bend or turn in the road ahead. 2. Vehicles in this lane must turn right. 3. Keep to the right of the traffic island. 4. Traffic must travel in one direction only. The answer is 4. Traffic must travel in one direction only. Drivers encountering a one-way sign must travel in the direction that the sign is pointing. One-way signs designate the direction in which traffic is traveling. Drivers must not travel in the opposite direction of the one-way sign due to the risk of a head-on collision. When driving in heavy fog, you should use 1. Parking lights. 2. Low-beam headlights. 3. Parking lights and high-beam headlights. 4. High-beam headlights. The answer is 2. Low-beam headlights. Use your low-beam headlights. High beams reflect off the moisture droplets in the fog, making it harder to see. If you have fog lights on your vehicle, use them, in addition to your low beams. Be patient. What should you do when the driver of another vehicle signals that he or she intends to pass your vehicle? 1. Move to the right side of your lane and increase your speed. 2. Move to the right side of your lane and do not increase your speed. 3. Signal the other driver to remain behind you. 4. Move to the left to block the passing vehicle. The answer is 2. Move to the right side of your lane and do not increase your speed. When faster traffic wants to pass you, move to the right and let it pass in safety. When being passed on an undivided road where the passing driver has pulled into the opposite lane, pay attention to oncoming traffic and move closer to the right side of the lane. Be prepared to slow down to let the passing driver get in front of you more quickly to prevent a collision. What does this road sign mean? 1. Road work ahead. 2. School crossing. 3. Survey crew working on the road ahead. 4. Traffic control person ahead. The answer is 4. Traffic control person ahead. Drive slowly and watch for instructions. What does this road sign mean? 1. Snowmobile parking. 2. Hidden driveway ahead. 3. An upcoming fire truck entrance on the right. 4. An upcoming bus entrance on the right. The answer is 4. An upcoming bus entrance on the right. Indicates an upcoming bus entrance on the right and vehicles should be prepared to yield to buses entering the roadway. What documents may a police officer require a motor vehicle owner to produce? 1. If the motor vehicle is insured, a liability insurance card. 2. The motor vehicle ownership. 3. If he is operating a motor vehicle, a valid driver's license. 4. Any of the above. The answer is 4. Any of the above. Driver's license, insurance card, and ownership for the vehicle. A photocopy of front and rear of the ownership is acceptable. Please store within cabin of vehicle. What are you required to do if a police officer signals you to pull over? 1. Slow down, safely pull over in the left lane and come to a complete stop. 2. Slow down, safely pull over in the right lane and come to a complete stop. 3. Slow down and stop in the lane you are in. 4. Signal and stop at the next intersection and wait for the police officer. The answer is 2. Slow down, safely pull over in the right lane and come to a complete stop. Do not get out of your vehicle. Wait for the police officer to come to you. Never change lanes in traffic without 1. Looking into the rearview mirror only. 2. Blowing your horn and looking to make sure that the lane change can be performed safely. 3. Giving the proper signal and looking to make sure that the lane change can be performed safely. 4. Giving the proper signal and slowing down. The answer is 3. Giving the proper signal and looking to make sure that the lane change can be performed safely. Never change lanes without giving the proper signal and looking to make sure the move can be made safely. Here are the steps for making a lane change. Check your mirrors for a space in traffic where you can enter safely. Check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder in the direction of the lane change. Never change lanes in traffic without 1. Give proper signal and looking to make sure the move can be made safely. 2. Decreasing speed and giving the correct signal. 3. Looking into the rearview mirror only. 4. Blowing your horn and looking to the rear. The answer is 1. Give proper signal and looking to make sure the move can be made safely. Never change lanes without giving the proper signal and looking to make sure the move can be made safely. Here are the steps for making a lane change. Check your mirrors for a space in traffic where you can enter safely. Check your blind spot by looking over your shoulder in the direction of the lane change. A school bus with flashing red signal lights is stopped ahead of you. What does the law require you to do when meeting or overtaking the bus? 1. Remain stopped until the bus proceeds or the red signal lights stop flashing. 2. Slow down and pass with care. 3. It does not matter as long as you sound your horn. 4. Blowing your horn and looking to the rear. The answer is 1. Remain stopped until the bus proceeds or the red signal lights stop flashing. Watch for flashing amber lights on a school bus indicating they will be stopping to pick up or drop off students. Slow down, prepare to stop. The law requires all motorists to stop for school buses when the bus is stopped and its overhead red signal lights are flashing and or stop arm is out. If your brakes fail, 1. Apply the parking brake gently but firmly while holding the release button. 2. Pump the brake pedal. 3. Turn on the emergency flashers. 4. Do all the above. The answer is 4. Do all the above. Try pumping the brake pedal to temporarily restore hydraulic brake pressure. If this does not work, apply the parking brake gently but firmly while holding the release button. If your brakes do fail and you manage to stop, do not drive away. Call for help. If you are convicted of driving at 50 km per hour or more over the speed limit, you will face which of the following penalties? 1. Maximum of 6 months in jail. 2. Fines of up to $2,000. 3. Driver's license suspension for up to 2 years or 60 demerit points. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. If you are convicted of careless driving causing bodily harm or death, you can face fines from $2,000 to $50,000. 6 demerit points. A maximum of 2 years in jail. Courts can impose a driver's license suspension of up to 5 years. A mandatory driver improvement course, upon conviction. A flashing green light at an intersection where left and right turns are permitted means 1. You may go straight. 2. You may turn left. 3. You may turn right. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. When you face a flashing green light or a left-pointing green arrow and a green light, you may turn left, go straight ahead or turn right from the proper lane. This is called an advanced green light because oncoming traffic still faces a red light. Pedestrians must not cross on a flashing green light unless a pedestrian signal tells them to. What is the rule regarding passing moving snow plows? 1. Always pass on the right. 2. Pass with caution. 3. Do not pass under any conditions. 4. Pass only if the snow plow is moving slowly. The answer is 3. Do not pass under any conditions. Snow removal vehicles on public roadways are equipped with flashing blue lights that can be seen from 150 meters. Do not try to pass between them. This is extremely dangerous because there is not enough room to pass safely, and the ridge of wet snow can throw your vehicle out of control. Snow removal vehicles on public roadways are equipped with flashing underscore lights. 1. Blue 2. Red 3. Orange 4. Yellow. The answer is 1, blue. Snow removal vehicles on public roadways are equipped with flashing blue lights that can be seen from 150 meters. Do not try to pass between them. This is extremely dangerous because there is not enough room to pass safely, and the ridge of wet snow can throw your vehicle out of control. What vehicle has flashing blue lights that can be seen 150 meters away? 1. A school bus. 2. A tow truck. 3. A snow removal vehicle. 4. An ambulance. The answer is 3. A snow removal vehicle. Snow removal vehicles on public roadways are equipped with flashing blue lights that can be seen from 150 meters. Do not try to pass between them. This is extremely dangerous because there is not enough room to pass safely, and the ridge of wet snow can throw your vehicle out of control. A flashing blue light mounted on a motor vehicle indicates 1. A motor vehicle carrying explosives. 2. A snow removal equipment. 3. A snow removal vehicle. 4. A police emergency vehicle. The answer is 3. A snow removal vehicle. Snow removal vehicles on public roadways are equipped with flashing blue lights that can be seen from 150 meters. Do not try to pass between them. This is extremely dangerous because there is not enough room to pass safely, and the ridge of wet snow can throw your vehicle out of control. What does this road sign means? 1. A fire truck entrance on the right. 2. A police emergency vehicle entrance on the right. 3. School bus entrance on the right. 4. None of the above. The answer is 1, a fire truck entrance on the right. Indicates an upcoming fire truck entrance on the right and vehicles should be prepared to yield to fire trucks entering the roadway. What does this road sign means? 1. X intersection for school vehicles. 2. School crosswalk sign. 3. Caution school bus crossing. 4. Regulatory sign. The answer is 4. Regulatory sign. Regulatory signs. These signs give a direction that must be obeyed. They are usually rectangular or square with a white or black background and black, white or colored letters. A sign with a green circle means you may or must do the activity shown inside the ring. A red circle with a line through it means the activity shown is not allowed. What does this road sign means? 1. Keep to the right lane except when passing, for climbing lanes. 2. Keep right if you want to park. 3. No U-turns. 4. For right turns. The answer is 1, keep to the right lane except when passing, for climbing lanes. Keep to the right lane except when passing on two-lane sections where climbing or passing lanes are provided. The 2-second rule provides a minimum safe distance between vehicles. In what situations might you need to increase this distance? 1. In clear weather conditions. 2. When following motorcycles or large trucks. 3. When carrying a light load. 4. When driving on a newly paved road. The answer is 2. When following motorcycles or large trucks, a trailer requires a special permit and plates that you need to obtain, and a one-time charge from a vehicle license issuing office. How much space should you have between you and vehicle you are following? 1. No rule applies and you will not get a fine or demerit points as long as caution is used. 2. There is a rule of 20 seconds but it is for motorcycle drivers only. 3. At least 12 seconds so you can see around the vehicle ahead and also have enough time to stop. 4. At least 2 seconds so you can see around the vehicle ahead and also have enough time to stop. The answer is 4. At least 2 seconds so you can see around the vehicle ahead and also have enough time to stop. If driving conditions are not ideal, add more space, especially if driving in bad weather or following larger vehicles, motorcycles, or when you have a heavy load. Use markers on the road to help determine correct following distance. If there are no posted speed limits, what is the maximum speed in areas outside of cities, town, and villages? 1. 60 km per hour. 2. 70 km per hour. 3. 80 km per hour. 4. 90 km per hour. The answer is 3. 80 km per hour. Where there are no posted speed limits, the maximum speed is 50 km per hour in cities, towns and villages, and 80 km per hour elsewhere. Unless posted in cities, towns, villages and built-up areas, the maximum speed limit is 1. 50 km per hour. 2. 70 km per hour. 3. 80 km per hour. 4. 90 km per hour. The answer is 1. 50 km per hour. Where there are no posted speed limits, the maximum speed is 50 km per hour in cities, towns and villages, and 80 km per hour elsewhere. While driving, you receive a call on your handheld cell phone. There are no passengers who can take the call for you. What should you do? 1. Answer the phone only if you've been expecting an important call. 2. Text back the caller to let him know that you're driving. 3. Answer the phone and promise to call the person back later. 4. Pull over and park before using your cell phone. The answer is 4. Pull over and park before using your cell phone. You are allowed to use hands-free wireless communications devices with an earpiece, lapel button or Bluetooth. You can view GPS display screens as long as they are built into your vehicle's dashboard or securely mounted. Using a cell phone while driving. 1. Is a good way to multitask. 2. Increases the risk of a collision. 3. Is acceptable. 4. Should be avoided, but it isn't illegal. The answer is 2. Increases the risk of a collision. You are allowed to use hands-free wireless communications devices with an earpiece, lapel button or Bluetooth. You can view GPS display screens as long as they are built into your vehicle's dashboard or securely mounted. What does this road sign means? 1. Stop sign 150 meters, 500 feet, ahead. 2. Bump 120 meters, 400 feet, ahead. 3. Stop at all times. 4. Stop only if other vehicles are approaching. The answer is 3. Stop at all times. A stop sign is a traffic sign designed to notify drivers that they must come to a complete stop and make sure the intersection is safely clear of vehicles and pedestrians before continuing past the sign. A green circle means 1. Truck route. 2. No trucks. 3. Route for large trucks. 4. Permissive sign. The answer is 4. Permissive sign. A sign with a green circle means you may or must do the activities shown inside the ring. What does this road sign means? 1. Keep to right. 2. Keep to left. 3. Keep out, do not enter. 4. Do not pass. The answer is 3. Keep out, do not enter. Do not enter this road. Every vehicle must be insured for third-party liability for at least 1. $1 million. 2. $750,000. 3. $400,000. 4. $200,000. The answer is 4. $200,000. All vehicles must be insured for third-party liability for at least $200,000. This covers you in the event that you injure or kill someone or damage someone's property while driving. However, it is typically recommended to have at least $1 million in third-party liability coverage. What if you are a G1 or G2 driver and have 9 or more demerit points within 2 years? 1. You must surrender your license, your license will be suspended for 6 days. 2. You will receive a warning letter in the mail to improve your driving. 3. You must surrender your license will be suspended for 60 days. 4. You must surrender your license will be suspended for 120 days. The answer is 3. You must surrender your license will be suspended for 60 days. As a Class G1 or G2 driver, if you get 2 or more demerit points, you will be sent a warning letter. At 6 points you may have to go to an interview to discuss your record. If you don't attend, your license may be suspended. At 9 points, your license will be suspended for 60 days. What does this road sign means? 1. Policeman at intersection. 2. You will get ticket if you do not obey traffic signal. 3. Stop for red light at intersection. 4. Red light camera at intersection. The answer is 4. Red light camera at intersection. They are installed at high volume or high accident rate intersections. If a vehicle enters the intersection once the light has already turned red, crossing the stop line, the camera will take a photo of the vehicle and its license plate. What does this road sign means? 1. Air show ahead. 2. Airplane landing. 3. Route to airport. 4. None of the above. The answer is 3. Route to airport. If you are involved in an accident in which someone is injured, you must 1. Report the accident to the Ministry of Transportation within 48 hours. 2. Report the accident to the Ministry of Transportation immediately. 3. Report the accident to the police immediately. 4. Report the accident to the police within 48 hours. The answer is 3. Report the accident to the police immediately. Every driver involved in a collision must stay at the scene or return to it immediately and give all possible assistance. Call for help or have someone else call. By law, you must report any collision to the police when there are injuries or damage to vehicles or other property exceeding $2,000. What is the maximum distance a motor vehicle driver should maintain when passing a cyclist, where practical? 1. Half a meter. 2. 1 meter. 3. 2 meters. 4. 3 meters. The answer is 2. 1 meter. When passing a cyclist, as a best practice, allow at least 1 meter between your vehicle and the cyclist. Whenever possible, you should change lanes to pass. Do not follow too closely behind cyclists. How much room do cyclists need on either side of themselves as a safety zone? 1. 4 meters. 2. 3 meters. 3. 2 meters. 4. 1 meter. The answer is 4. 1 meter. Failing to leave the required amount of space could result in a fine and 2 demerit points. Also, opening a door of a parked vehicle into the path of a cyclist or traffic could result in 3 demerit points and a fine. When passing a cyclist, failing to leave at least 1 meter of space between your vehicle and the cyclist may result in a fine and driver's record. 1. 0. 2. 1. 3. 2. 4. 3. The answer is 3. 2. Failing to leave the required amount of space could result in a fine and 2 demerit points. Also, opening a door of a parked vehicle into the path of a cyclist or traffic could result in 3 demerit points and a fine. What does this road sign means? 1. Deer regularly cross, be alert for animals. 2. Zoo ahead. 3. No honking at animals. 4. Deers are welcome. The answer is 1. Deer regularly cross, be alert for animals. Deer crossing signs are warning signs. They are posted in areas that are known to have deers crossing the road. When approaching a deer crossing sign, the driver should be alert and prepared to stop for any wildlife that may decide to cross the road ahead of them. What does this road sign means? 1. Pavement has been milled or grooved. 2. Bridge crossing ahead. 3. Gravel road ahead. 4. None of the above. The answer is 1. Pavement has been milled or grooved. Your vehicle's stopping ability may be affected, so obey the speed limit and drive with extra caution. Motorcyclists may experience reduced traction on these surfaces. What does this road sign means? 1. No bicycles allowed. 2. Do not drive through. 3. Bicycle route. 4. No parking. The answer is 3. Bicycle route. This road is an official bicycle route. Watch for cyclists and be prepared to share the road with them. What does this road sign means? 1. No left turns. 2. Bicycles not allowed. 3. Bicycle crossing ahead. 4. No parking. The answer is 3. Bicycle crossing ahead. A bicycle crossing ahead sign placed along the highway in advance of such trail crossings helps to prevent collisions by warning drivers about frequent bicycle maneuvers ahead. You may not park within _ of a fire hydrant. 1. 20 meters. 2. 5 meters. 3. 3 meters. 4. 15 meters. The answer is 3. 3 meters. You are not allowed to park within 3 meters, 9 feet, of a fire hydrant, or you will be fined if caught. This is applicable in all municipalities across Ontario. You can also get a ticket if you are parked to load or unload near a fire hydrant. What does this road sign means? 1. Follow detour marker until you return to regular route. 2. Detour. 3. There is construction work 1 kilometer ahead, keep a certain distance away. 4. This lane is closed ahead, merge into another lane. The answer is 1. Follow detour marker until you return to regular route. Detour signs are used for areas of prohibited, limited, or otherwise dangerous access. While most commonly used for construction zones, they can also be used in the event of a severe traffic accident or other emergency which would warrant police officers to set up an alternate route in order to keep everyone safe. What does this road sign means? 1. Follow detour marker until you return to regular route. 2. Detour. 3. There is construction work 1 kilometer ahead, keep a certain distance away. 4. This lane is closed ahead, merge into another lane. The answer is 1. Follow detour marker until you return to regular route. What does this road sign means? 1. You are approaching a 4-way intersection. 2. You are approaching a railroad crossing. 3. You are approaching a hospital zone. 4. You are approaching a pedestrian crosswalk. The answer is 2. You are approaching a railroad crossing. What does this road sign means? 1. Side road near a railway ahead. 2. Railway crossing ahead. 3. Pedestrian crosswalk ahead. 4. Intersection ahead. The answer is 2. Railway crossing ahead. If you are convicted of fleeing a police officer who signaled you to pull over, your license will be suspended for 1. 10 years. 2. 5 years. 3. 4 years. 4. 2 years. The answer is 2. 5 years. The Highway Traffic Act provides that upon conviction of the offense with which you are charged, in the circumstances indicated therein, your driver's license shall be suspended for 5 years. What does this road sign means? 1. Watch for disabled persons. 2. Passing is not allowed. 3. Wheelchair crossing. 4. A school crossing ahead. The answer is 4. A school crossing ahead. These signs warn of a school crossing. Watch for children and follow the directions of the crossing guard or school safety patroller. It is more dangerous to drive at the maximum speed limit at night than during daytime because 1. Your reaction time is slower at night. 2. You can see as far ahead at night. 3. Some drivers lawfully drive with parking lights only. 4. The roadways are more apt to be not slippery at night. The answer is 1. Your reaction time is slower at night. It is more dangerous to drive at the maximum speed limit at night than during daytime as A. Your reaction time is slower at night. B. You cannot see as far ahead at night. C. Some drivers unlawfully drive with parking lights only. D. The roadways are more apt to be slippery at night. What does this road sign means? 1. School zone. 2. Stop sign ahead. 3. Playground zone. 4. Pedestrians ahead. The answer is 4. Pedestrians ahead. Where pedestrians are frequently in the road, the pedestrians in the road ahead sign should be used. The diagram should be used where there is a lack of proper footway and drivers may risk colliding with a pedestrian without proper caution. If you are convicted of careless driving, you will receive 60 demerit points and you may face 1. License suspension for up to 2 years. 2. A jail sentence of up to 6 months. 3. A fine in the range of $400 up to $2,000. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. Court-imposed penalties for careless driving are as follows: a monetary fine in the range of $400 to $2,000, plus victim fine surcharge and court costs, an Ontario driver's license suspension not more than 2 years, and/or a custodial jail sentence not exceeding 6 months. If you are approaching an intersection at which the traffic lights are not working, you should 1. Stop until no other vehicles are approaching and then go. 2. Treat it as if there were always stops. 3. Slow down and proceed with caution. 4. Yield to the traffic to your right. The answer is 2. Treat it as if there were always stops. During an electrical power loss, traffic lights at intersections will not work. Yield the right-of-way to vehicles in the intersection and to vehicles entering the intersection from your right. Go cautiously and use the intersection the same way you would use an intersection with always stop signs. What does this road sign means? 1. School area. 2. Bumpy road. 3. Do not stand or stop in this area. 4. No bicycles allowed on this road. The answer is 3. Do not stand or stop in this area. Do not stand in the area between the signs. This means you may not stop your vehicle in this area except while loading or unloading passengers. Used in pairs or groups. Which of the following statements about parking lights is true? 1. You should use your parking lights only for parking. 2. You can use your parking lights at any time. 3. You can use your parking lights when driving on a well-lit street. 4. You can use your parking lights when driving in heavy fog. The answer is 1. You should use your parking lights only for parking. Parking lights are only for parking. In low light, use your headlights, not parking lights. While driving, a Level 2, Class G2, driver must not have a blood alcohol concentration greater than 1. 1.1%. 2. 0. 3. 0.08%. 4. 0.02%. The answer is 2. 0. G1 and G2, you must not drive if you have been drinking alcohol. Your blood alcohol level, BAC, must be 0. You are approaching an intersection with a flashing red light. You must 1. Proceed with caution. 2. Change lanes. 3. Make a U-turn. 4. Come to a complete stop and proceed only when it's safe. The answer is 4. Come to a complete stop and proceed only when it's safe. You must come to a complete stop at a flashing red light. Move through the intersection only when it is safe. A no parking sign means 1. You may stop temporarily to load or unload passengers or merchandise. 2. You may not stop for any reason. 3. You may stop temporarily to load or unload merchandise but not passengers. 4. You may stop temporarily to load or unload passengers but not merchandise. The answer is 1. You may stop temporarily to load or unload passengers or merchandise. This means you are prohibited even when the vehicle is occupied unless you are actively engaged in loading or unloading merchandise or passengers. Drivers are not allowed to wait for their passenger while in a no parking zone. These signs are used in pairs or groups. A G1 or G2 driver who is caught drinking and driving will face which of the following penalties? 1. An immediate 3-day license suspension. 2. A 30-day license suspension if convicted. 3. A fine of up to $500 if convicted. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. New drivers, G1 or G2, caught drinking and driving will receive an immediate driver's license suspension at the roadside and, if convicted, will face a fine and will receive a suspension period as per the novice driver escalating sanctions scheme. For the first occurrence, you will be suspended for 30 days. What does this road sign means? 1. This lane is reserved for specific types of vehicles during certain times and days such as buses, taxis, bicycles and vehicles with more than 3 passengers. 2. No buses allowed on the specified lane during times and days posted. 3. No stopping during the times and days posted. 4. Do not enter between the times and days posted. The answer is 1. This lane is reserved for specific types of vehicles during certain times and days such as buses, taxis, bicycles and vehicles with more than 3 passengers. These signs mean lanes are only for specific types of vehicles, either all the time or during certain hours. Different symbols are used for the different types of vehicles. They include buses, taxis, vehicles with 3 or more people and bicycles. A person whose driver's license is under suspension may 1. Drive in an emergency. 2. Drive when accompanied by a licensed driver. 3. Drive to and from work. 4. Not drive under any circumstances. The answer is 4. Not drive under any circumstances. License suspensions mean that the driver is prohibited from driving a motor vehicle on the roadway for any reason in the province of Ontario. What does this road sign means? 1. No smoking. 2. Not more than 3 minutes idling. 3. Idling is permitted. 4. No stopping more than 3 minutes. The answer is 2. Not more than 3 minutes idling. Idling means running the engine of a motor vehicle when the vehicle is not in motion. It is illegal to idle a vehicle for more than 3 consecutive minutes in a 60-minute period, or while unattended and unlocked. A G2 driver age 19 or younger who has more than 6 months of driving experience may carry unrelated passengers age 19 or younger between midnight and 5 a.m. 1. 2. 3. 4. 3. The answer is 4. 3. Following restrictions apply between the hours of midnight and 5 a.m. to G2 drivers aged 19 years and under. In the first 6 months after receiving your G2 license, you are allowed to carry only one passenger aged 19 or under. After 6 months with your G2 license and until you obtain your full G license or turn 20, you are allowed to carry up to 3 passengers aged 19 or under. If you are convicted for the first time of driving while your license is suspended, you will get an additional 6-month suspension, and you will also face which of the following additional penalties? 1. A fine between $1,000 and $5,000. 2. 6 months in jail. 3. Neither jail time nor a fine. 4. Either jail time or a fine or both. The answer is 4. Either jail time or a fine or both. If you are charged under the HTA for driving while suspended, you will face imprisonment for up to 6 months. Furthermore, your license will be automatically suspended for 6 months. If it is your first or second offense, fines ranging up to $1,000 up to $5,000 may also result. A Level 1, Class G1, learner driver may practice driving under the supervision of a licensed driver who has at least of driving experience. 1. 4 years. 2. 1 years. 3. 5 years. 4. 2 years. The answer is 1. 4 years. The Canadian G1 license allows the driver to drive on roads with a supervising driver who has at least 4 years of driving experience and whose BAC is less than 0.05. G1 is the first of 3 classes to complete the graduated licensing system. The other 2 classes are G2 and G. If a Level 1, Class G1, or Level 2, Class G2, driver accumulates 9 or more points within a 2-year period, his or her license will be suspended for 1. 30 days. 2. 60 days. 3. 15 days. 4. 1 year. The answer is 2. 60 days. Class G1 and G2 license holder are subject to a demerit points suspensions for traffic tickets with 4 or more demerit points. Any accumulation of 9 or more demerit points. 60-day suspension. If fully licensed driver accumulates 15 or more demerit points on his or her record, the driver's license will be suspended for 1. 30 days. 2. 60 days. 3. 90 days. 4. 14 days. The answer is 1. 30 days. Class G driver licenses. Upon accumulating 15 demerit points, drivers will receive an automatic 30-day driver's license suspension. After the 30-day suspension, the driver's demerit point accumulation will be reduced. After a 9 demerit point interview of a fully licensed driver, the Ministry of Transportation may suspend the driver's license for which of the following reasons? 1. Driver failed to explain satisfactorily why their license should not be suspended. 2. Driver does not need the license for business purposes. 3. Driver has less than 5 years driving experience. 4. All of the above. The answer is 1. Driver failed to explain satisfactorily why their license should not be suspended. A novice driver who is convicted of distracted driving will face which of the following penalties for a third offense? 1. A fine, license cancellation and removal from graduated licensing system. 2. A fine, suspension and 3 demerit points. 3. License cancellation and removal from the graduated licensing system, but no fine. 4. A fine, license suspension and 6 demerit points? The answer is 1. A fine, license cancellation and removal from graduated licensing system. Third conviction, a fine of up to $3,000 if case taken to court. 6 demerit points. 30-day license suspension. A G2 driver age 19 or younger who has 6 months of less of driving experience may carry _unrelated passengers, age 19 or younger between midnight and 5 a.m. 1. 4. 2. 3. 3. 2. 4. 1. The answer is 4. 1. G2 drivers, between midnight and 5 a.m., you can only drive with one passenger who is 19 or under in your car. This condition applies for the first 6 months of your G2 license. After 6 months, you can drive with up to 3 passengers 19 or under between midnight and 5 a.m. Under what circumstances may a driver's license be cancelled? 1. For failure to attend a driver re-examination. 2. For failure to satisfactorily complete a driver re-examination. 3. For possession of an altered driver's license. 4. Any of the above circumstances. The answer is 4. Any of the above circumstances. What does this road sign means? 1. Policeman at intersection. 2. You will get ticket if you do not obey traffic signal. 3. Stop for red light at intersection. 4. Red light camera at intersection. The answer is 4. Red light camera at intersection. They are installed at high volume or high accident rate intersections. If a vehicle enters the intersection once the light has already turned red, crossing the stop line, the camera will take a photo of the vehicle and its license plate. What does this road sign means? 1. Vehicles that stop at this red light will be photographed. 2. There are police officers at this intersection. 3. You must stop for a red light at this intersection. 4. Vehicles that don't stop at this red light will be photographed. The answer is 4. Vehicles that don't stop at this red light will be photographed. If a vehicle enters the intersection once the light has turned red, crossing the stop line, the camera will take a photo of the car and its license plate. An officer will review the photos to verify you have run a red light. The Ministry of Transportation will issue and mail a ticket to the vehicle's registered owner. What does this road sign means? 1. Directions to nearby towns and cities. 2. School zone. 3. Detour. 4. Provincial park. The answer is 1. Directions to nearby towns and cities. This is a direction sign. What does this road sign means? 1. Highway with 2 express lanes. 2. The 2 lanes ahead are closed. 3. 2 or more passengers must be in the vehicle to use this lane on the highway. 4. 2 lanes will merge into one. The answer is 3. 2 or more passengers must be in the vehicle to use this lane on the highway. Only public vehicles such as buses, or passenger vehicles carrying a specified minimum number of passengers, may use this lane. What does this road sign means? 1. Drive with caution. 2. Share the road with oncoming traffic. 3. Slippery when wet. 4. No standing. The answer is 2. Share the road with oncoming traffic. What does this road sign means? 1. Factory ahead, slow down. 2. Bumpy or uneven pavement ahead. 3. Construction zone. 4. Bridge or viaduct. The answer is 2. Bumpy or uneven pavement ahead. Bump or uneven pavement on the road ahead. Slow down and keep control of your vehicle. What does this road sign means? 1. Keep distance away. 2. Newborn baby on broad. 3. New driver. 4. New car. The answer is 3. New driver. What does this road sign means? 1. Bumpy road ahead. 2. Sign shows the maximum truck clearance height. 3. School zone ahead. 4. Watch for falling rocks. The answer is 2. Sign shows the maximum truck clearance height. Underpass ahead. Take care if you are driving a tall vehicle. Sign shows how much room you have. What does this road sign means? 1. Hazard, the downward line indicates the side on which you may safely pass. 2. Hazard, the downward line indicates the side on which you may not safely pass. 3. Shopping ahead. 4. Rest area ahead. The answer is 1. Hazard, the downward line indicates the side on which you may safely pass. Hazard close to the edge of the road. The downward lines show the side on which you may safely pass. What does this road sign means? 1. Do not turn left except during the times shown. 2. Do not turn left. 3. Do not turn left during the times shown. 4. Do not make a U-turn except during the times shown. The answer is 3. Do not turn left during the times shown. Regulatory signs. These signs give a direction that must be obeyed. They are usually rectangular or square with a white or black background and black, white or colored letters. A sign with a green circle means you may or must do the activity shown inside the ring. A red circle with a line through it means the activity shown is not allowed. Which group of people are at greater risk of collisions due to drowsiness? 1. Day shift workers. 2. People with diagnosed and treated sleep disorders. 3. Shift workers and people with undiagnosed or untreated sleep disorders. 4. All the above. The answer is 3. Shift workers and people with undiagnosed or untreated sleep disorders. Studies also indicate that shift workers, people with undiagnosed or untreated sleep disorders, and commercial vehicle operators, are at greater risk for such collisions. In Ontario, when must you turn on your headlights? 1. Between half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. 2. Between half an hour after sunset and half an hour before sunrise, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. 3. Between dusk and dawn, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. 4. Between sunset and sunrise, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. The answer is 1. Between half an hour before sunset and half an hour after sunrise, and at any other time you cannot see clearly for a distance of 150 meters. When driving your vehicle, headlights are required to be turned on between 1/2 hour before sunset and 1/2 hour after sunrise, and any other time of poor light conditions, such as fog, snow or rain, which keeps you from clearly seeing people or vehicles less than 150 meters away. When the driver of another vehicle is about to pass your vehicle on your left, what should you do? 1. Speed up so that passing is not necessary. 2. Signal the other driver not to pass. 3. Move to the right and allow the vehicle to pass. 4. Move to the left and allow the vehicle to pass. The answer is 3. Move to the right and allow the vehicle to pass. Maintain your vehicle speed, and move slightly to the right to give the passing driver a better view. What does this road sign means? 1. No bicycles. 2. No pedestrians allowed. 3. No children allowed. 4. Dogs only. The answer is 2. No pedestrians allowed. No pedestrians allowed on this road. What does this road sign means? 1. When a school bus arm swings out with red lights flashing, you must stop, and you are prohibited from passing. 2. Construction sign. 3. School zone. 4. Stop sign ahead. The answer is 1. When a school bus arm swings out with red lights flashing, you must stop, and you are prohibited from passing. What does this road sign means? 1. When a school bus stops with its red lights flashing and its stop sign arm swung out, you must stop at any point before reaching the bus. 2. When a school bus stops with its red lights flashing and its stop sign arm swung out, you may proceed if you are on the opposite side of the road. 3. When a school bus stops with its red lights flashing and its stop sign arm swung out, you must slow down to 25 km per hour and proceed with caution. 4. When a school bus stops with its red lights flashing and its stop sign arm swung out, you must stop at least 20 meters from the bus. The answer is 4. When a school bus stops with its red lights flashing and its stop sign arm swung out, you must stop at least 20 meters from the bus. On a roadway where traffic is moving in both directions, in what position must you be before making a left turn? 1. To the right of and as close to the center line of the roadway as possible. 2. In any position as long as you signal. 3. Close to the right-hand side of the roadway. 4. Close to the left-hand side of the roadway. The answer is 1. To the right of and as close to the center line of the roadway as possible. When you are in a roundabout. 1. Drive in a counterclockwise direction. 2. You can change lanes. 3. Drive in a clockwise direction. 4. You can stop. The answer is 1. Drive in a counterclockwise direction. Keep moving. Once you are in the roundabout, Do not stop except to avoid a collision. You have the right of way over entering traffic. Do not change lanes while in the roundabout. If in the inside lane and you miss your exit, you must continue around until you meet your exit again. When a streetcar is stopped to pick up or discharge passengers where there is a safety island, what does the law require you to do? 1. Pass with caution and be ready to stop if a pedestrian makes sudden or unexpected moves. 2. Sound your horn and pass with caution. 3. Stop at least 2 meters behind the rear doors of the streetcar. 4. Stop at least 2 meters behind the safety island. The answer is 1. Pass with caution and be ready to stop if a pedestrian makes sudden or unexpected moves. At streetcar stops, stay at least 2 meters behind the rear doors where passengers are getting off or on. This rule does not apply at stops where an area has been set aside for streetcar passengers. Always pass these areas at a reasonable speed and be prepared for pedestrians to make sudden or unexpected moves. A streetcar has stopped to take on or discharge passengers where there is no safety zone. What does the law require you to do before passing the streetcar? 1. Sound your horn and pass with caution. 2. Stop behind the rear of the streetcar and then proceed when it is safe to do so. 3. Pass on the left side when the way is clear. 4. Stop 2 meters behind the rear doors where passengers are getting on or off, and proceed only when it is safe to do so. The answer is 4. Stop 2 meters behind the rear doors where passengers are getting on or off, and proceed only when it is safe to do so. It is an offense under the Ontario Highway Traffic Act to pass a streetcar stop for customers. Vehicles must halt at least 2 meters behind the doors. What does this road sign means? 1. No U-turns are allowed. 2. There is a hidden intersection. 3. There is merging traffic ahead. 4. No left turns are allowed. The answer is 3. There is merging traffic ahead. Warning signs caution you of changing road conditions ahead. The merge sign, for example, indicates an upcoming intersection where 2 separate traffic lanes are about to join and merge into one. Drivers approaching from both lanes are equally responsible for seeing that traffic merges smoothly and safely. What does this road sign means? 1. This lane is buses only. 2. This lane is for trucks only. 3. This lane is not for bicycles. 4. This lane is for bicycles only. The answer is 4. This lane is for bicycles only. These signs mean lanes are only for specific types of vehicles, either all the time or during certain hours. Different symbols are used for the different types of vehicles. They include buses, taxis, vehicles with 3 or more people and bicycles. What does this road sign means? 1. Paved surface ends ahead. 2. Watch for falling rocks. 3. School zone sign. 4. Do not block intersection. The answer is 1. Paved surface ends ahead. The pavement ends sign is used to warn motorists that an asphalt or concrete roadway is about to end and that its continuation has a gravel surface. What does this road sign means? 1. You may exit if you remain in right-hand lane. 2. You must not drive in right-hand lane under any circumstances. 3. End of highway, you must move into right-hand lane. 4. You must exit if you remain in right-hand lane. The answer is 4. You must exit if you remain in right-hand lane. In Ontario, when driving at night, you must dim your headlights. 1. Whenever you are within 60 meters of an oncoming vehicle or within 150 meters of a vehicle you are following. 2. Whenever you are within 400 meters of another vehicle. 3. Whenever you are within 150 meters of another vehicle. 4. Whenever you are within 150 meters of oncoming vehicle or within 60 meters of a vehicle you are following. The answer is 4. Whenever you are within 150 meters of oncoming vehicle or within 60 meters of a vehicle you are following. In Ontario, when driving at night, you must dim your headlights, use low beams, whenever you are following another vehicle within 1. 120 meters. 2. 500 meters. 3. 60 meters. 4. 150 meters. The answer is 3. 60 meters. When driving in low light conditions, you must use your vehicle's lower beam headlights when following another vehicle within what distance? 1. 30 meters, 100 feet. 2. 60 meters, 200 feet. 3. 120 meters, 400 feet. 4. This only applies when approaching another vehicle. The answer is 2. 60 meters, 200 feet. Use your low-beam headlights within 150 meters of an oncoming vehicle or when following a vehicle within 60 meters. On country roads, switch to low beams when you come to a curve or hilltop so you can see oncoming headlights and won't blind oncoming drivers. If you can't see any headlights, switch back to high beams. When lights are required, drivers must use lower beam headlights when following another vehicle. 1. Within 30 meters, 100 feet 2. Within 60 meters, 200 feet 3. Within 120 meters, 400 feet 4. This only applies when approaching another vehicle. The answer is 2. Within 60 meters, 200 feet. Use low beam lights when you are less than 60 meters behind another vehicle and within 150 meters of oncoming vehicles. Never use parking light for driving. They are only for parking. When using high beam lights, when do you have to switch to low beam lights? 1. Within 150 meters of oncoming vehicles. 2. Within 50 meters of oncoming vehicles. 3. You do not have to switch. 4. If the oncoming car puts their high beams on, you do not have to switch. The answer is 1. Within 150 meters of oncoming vehicles. Use low beam lights when you are less than 60 meters behind another vehicle and within 150 meters of oncoming vehicles. Never use parking light for driving. They are only for parking. How far away must headlights and rear lights be seen? 1. From 50 meters away. 2. From 150 meters away. 3. From 1150 meters away. 4. They must be seen clearly in the dark. The answer is 2. From 150 meters away. You must also have your rear license plate illuminated with white lighting when headlights are on. Ensure headlights an hour before sunset and leave them on for half an hour after sunrise. When a right turn on a red signal light is permitted, what must you do before entering the intersection and making the turn? 1. Signal and stop. 2. Slow down and proceed with caution. 3. Stop, then edge into traffic. 4. Signal and slow down. The answer is 1. Signal and stop. Right turn on a red light. Unless a sign tells you not to, you may make a right turn facing a red light as long as you first come to a complete stop and wait until the way is clear. Remember to signal your turn and yield to pedestrians and others using the road. What does this sign means? 1. Stop sign ahead. 2. Yield right of way. 3. Dead-end street ahead. 4. Slow-moving vehicle. The answer is 4. Slow-moving vehicle. The slow-moving vehicle sign is an orange triangle with a red border. It alerts other drivers that the vehicle ahead will be traveling at 40 km per hour or less. When on a road, farm tractors, farm implements/machinery, and vehicles not capable of sustaining speeds over 40 km per hour must display the slow-moving vehicle sign. Watch for these slow-moving vehicles and reduce your speed as necessary. What does this sign means? 1. Maximum speed of 50 km, 30 miles, per hour from this sign to the next sign. 2. Speed limit for rural school zones. 3. End of 50 km, 30 miles, per hour zone. 4. Maximum speed of 50 km, 30 miles, per hour ahead. The answer is 4. Maximum speed of 50 km, 30 miles, per hour ahead. Speed limit changes ahead. At an intersection where there is a flashing amber, yellow, traffic light, you must 1. Continue at the same speed. 2. Stop if you're making a left turn. 3. Stop if you're making a right turn. 4. Slow down and proceed with caution. The answer is 4. Slow down and proceed with caution. A flashing yellow light means you should drive with caution when approaching and moving through the intersection. What does this road sign means? 1. Snowmobiles may not use this road. 2. Snowmobiles parking only. 3. Snowmobiles may use this road. 4. Snowmobiles repair shop ahead. The answer is 3. Snowmobiles may use this road. The snowmobile crossing sign is installed in advance of a designated point on a highway where snowmobiles are allowed to cross. When approaching a construction area, what should you do? 1. Slow down and yield right of way if necessary. 2. Come to a complete stop until the workers signal you to proceed. 3. Speed up to get out of the area quickly. 4. Honk your horn a few times to warn the workers. The answer is 1. Slow down and yield right of way if necessary. 1. Slow down early when approaching construction zones. 2. Be patient and obey signs and signal persons. 3. Merge well in advance when lanes are being funneled down. 4. Avoid lane changes, give yourself extra following space and be ready to stop. You must report an accident to the police if 1. Damage to the property other than vehicles is over $2,000. 2. Damage to the vehicles is over $2,000. 3. Someone has been hurt or killed. 4. Any of the above are true. The answer is 4. Any of the above are true. Reports should be filed as soon as possible after a traffic accident occurs, ideally within 24 hours. According to Ontario law, it's mandatory to report an accident to police if combined damage between all the vehicles involved exceeds $2,000. Any injuries occurred. Every accident must be reported to the police where there is personal injury or when the damage exceeds 1. $100. 2. $150. 3. $1,500. 4. $2,000. The answer is 4. $2,000. By law, you must report any collision to the police when there are injuries or damage to vehicles or other property exceeding $2,000. If you are in an accident with no personal injuries and damages are $2,000 or less, you should 1. Call 911 even if damages are less than $2,000. 2. Move drivable vehicles off the road to enable traffic to move freely, and exchange information. 3. Leave cars with damages where they are so that police can determine fault. 4. Call an ambulance in case someone hits your car and gets hurt. The answer is 2. Move drivable vehicles off the road to enable traffic to move freely, and exchange information. As long as no one is hurt and damages are less than $2,000, move drivable vehicles off the road safely to allow traffic to flow. Then call police services, not 911, and obtain the closest collision reporting center to report the accident. If you are in an accident with no personal injuries, but damages are over $2,000, you should 1. Exchange information with the other party and leave. 2. Call police and give them information about the accident and damages. 3. Leave the scene, as no-fault insurance handles this. 4. All the above. The answer is 2. Call police and give them information about the accident and damages. Provide as much information to police about the accident as possible, giving them information about vehicles and damages. Also obtain witness contact information to give police. What does this road sign means? 1. Right lane ends. 2. Hidden intersection ahead. 3. You are approaching a steep hill. 4. No parking. The answer is 1. Right lane ends. Right lane ends ahead. If you are in the right-hand lane, you must merge safely with traffic in the lane to the left. Which of the following classes of vehicles may carry a red light visible from the front? 1. Bicycles. 2. Emergency vehicles. 3. Trucks. 4. Recreational vehicles. The answer is 2. Emergency vehicles. The class of vehicles that may carry a red light visible from the front is an emergency vehicle responding to a call. What does this road sign means? 1. Winding road ahead. 2. Keep to left. 3. Danger, road ends. 4. Danger, sharp turn. The answer is 4. Danger, sharp turn. Sharp turn or bend in the road in the direction of the arrow. The checkerboard border warns of danger. Slow down, be careful. What does this road sign means? 1. There is a slight bend or curve in the road ahead. 2. There is a sharp bend or curve in the road ahead. 3. This lane exists to the right. 4. Keep right if there is faster traffic. The answer is 1. There is a slight bend or curve in the road ahead. Slight bend or curve in the road ahead. Posted under a curve warning, this sign shows the maximum safe speed for the curve. If the signal light changes from green to yellow, amber, as you approach an intersection, what should you do? 1. Continue through the intersection without slowing or stopping. 2. Speed up to get past the yellow light before it turns red. 3. Stop. If a stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. 4. Sound your horn to warn pedestrians and other drivers that you do not intend to stop. The answer is 3. Stop. If a stop cannot be made safely, proceed with caution. A broken yellow line on your side of the roadway means that you may 1. Do not pass. 2. Pass only under ideal driving conditions. 3. Pass if the way is clear. 4. Pass only during daylight hours. The answer is 3. Pass if the way is clear. A broken line at the left of your lane means you may pass if the way is clear and if there are enough broken lines ahead to complete the pass safely. What does this road sign means? 1. Intersection ahead. 2. Narrow bridge ahead. 3. Paved surface ends ahead. 4. The road ahead is split. The answer is 2. Narrow bridge ahead. Sometimes road converges to a bridge which is of less width than that of road. This sign is erected before such bridges which are narrower than the road. The driver should reduce the speed and watch for oncoming traffic for safe drive. Why is it necessary to look over your shoulder when changing lanes? 1. It will help you see who is driving. 2. Your mirrors always have blind spots. 3. It is good exercise for your neck. 4. All of the above are valid reasons. The answer is 2. Your mirrors always have blind spots. It's important to check these blind spots to ensure your side gates are open, particularly if you're going to change lanes. A quick glance over your shoulder, or shoulder check, can allow you to see the entire side gate area of your vehicle, which could be a blind spot. What does this road sign means? 1. Vehicles cannot change lanes into or out of high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane in this area. 2. This is a pedestrian crossover. Be prepared to stop and yield the right of way to pedestrians. 3. There is a railway crossing ahead. Be alert for trains. 4. There is a hazard close to the edge of the road. The downward lines show the side on which you may safely pass. The answer is 1. Vehicles cannot change lanes into or out of high occupancy vehicle, HOV, lane in this area. High occupancy vehicle, HOV, signs. Only public vehicles such as buses, or passenger vehicles carrying a specified minimum number of passengers, may use this lane. Vehicles cannot change lanes into or out of a high occupancy vehicle lane in this area. What does this road sign means? 1. Do not slow down. 2. Be cautious of pedestrians. 3. Do not block the intersection. 4. Watch for traffic signals. The answer is 3. Do not block the intersection. High occupancy vehicle, HOV, signs. Only public vehicles such as buses, or passenger vehicles carrying a specified minimum number of passengers, may use this lane. Vehicles cannot change lanes into or out of a high occupancy vehicle lane in this area. Before leaving your vehicle parked on the right side of the street, facing a downgrade, you should 1. Set your parking brake only. 2. Turn your front wheels to the left and set your parking brake. 3. Turn your front wheels to the right and set your parking brake. 4. Leave your front wheels parallel to the curb. The answer is 3. Turn your front wheels to the right and set your parking brake. When parking facing downhill, turn your front wheels towards the curb or right shoulder. This will keep the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the brakes become disengaged. When parking on a hill, which direction should you turn your wheels when facing uphill without a curb? 1. Towards the curb or right shoulder. 2. Towards the left or road. 3. Sharply to the right off the road. 4. Keep them straight. The answer is 3. Sharply to the right off the road. Turn the steering wheel to the left so the wheels are turned towards the road if you are facing uphill with a curb. The tires will catch the curb if it rolls backward. When facing uphill without a curb, turn the wheels sharply to the right. If the vehicle rolls, it will go off the road rather than into traffic. Always set the parking brake. When parking uphill with a curb, what should you do? 1. Turn your tires to the left to catch the curb if your vehicle rolls backward. 2. Turn your tires to the right to catch the curb if your vehicle rolls backward. 3. Make your tires straight and parallel with the curb. 4. The direction of your tires does not matter as long as you set the parking brake. The answer is 1. Turn your tires to the left to catch the curb if your vehicle rolls backward. Turn your tires to the left and set your parking brake. Always do both. When driving in city, how far ahead should you be focusing? 1. Constantly move your eyes, scanning the road ahead. 2. Look ahead to where you will be in the next 15 to 20 seconds. 3. As far ahead as you can see. 4. Only focus on the immediate road ahead. The answer is 2. Look ahead to where you will be in the next 15 to 20 seconds. When approaching an intersection, you notice the roadway beyond the intersection is blocked with traffic. What should you do? 1. Proceed slowly into the intersection until traffic ahead moves on. 2. Stop before entering the intersection and wait until traffic ahead moves on. 3. Sound your horn to warn traffic ahead to move on. 4. Keep as close as possible to the car ahead. The answer is 2. Stop before entering the intersection and wait until traffic ahead moves on. The 2-second rule is used to determine 1. How fast you can react to obstacle. 2. How fast you are traveling. 3. Whether you are following at a safe distance. 4. How much as you will save. The answer is 3. Whether you are following at a safe distance. Whenever you follow another vehicle, you need enough space to stop safely if the other vehicle brakes suddenly. A safe following distance is at least 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front of you. This lets you see around the vehicle ahead and gives you enough distance to stop suddenly. If two vehicles approach an uncontrolled intersection from opposite directions at the same time, one going straight while the other is turning left, which vehicle has the right of way? 1. Both vehicles should stop first and then proceed. 2. The one going straight has the right of way. 3. The one turning left has the right of way. 4. Both have the right of way. The answer is 2. The one going straight has the right of way. Right of way when turning left. If two vehicles approach an intersection from opposite directions and one wishes to drive straight through while the other wishes to turn left, the left-turning driver must yield. What does this road sign means? 1. A traffic control person is ahead. Drive slowly and watch for instructions. 2. A survey crew is working on the road ahead. 3. Watch for pedestrians and be prepared to share the road with them. 4. There is road work ahead. The answer is 2. A survey crew is working on the road ahead. Understanding construction signs. In Ontario, road work ahead, this means that road work is being done ahead. Survey crew, this means that surveyors are checking the land and road in the vicinity. Traffic control person, this means that a traffic control person provides special instructions on the construction site. What does this road sign means? 1. Fire hall. 2. Do not enter. 3. There may be water flowing over the road. 4. Construction zone. The answer is 3. There may be water flowing over the road. A red circle means 1. Do not enter roadway. 2. Do not enter unless local traffic. 3. A traffic circle ahead. 4. Prohibited sign. The answer is 4. Prohibited sign. Prohibited sign, a red circle with a line through it means the activity shown is not allowed. What does this road sign means? 1. Bicycles are allowed on this road. 2. No bicycles allowed on this road. 3. No parking. 4. No stopping. The answer is 2. No bicycles allowed on this road. No cyclists. This sign indicates that bicycles and tricycles are prohibited from passing beyond the sign. Give way. This sign indicates that vehicles on minor road must give way to traffic on major road. Stop. What does this road sign means? 1. Going straight is not allowed. 2. Right turns are not allowed. 3. Left turns are not allowed. 4. Going straight is allowed. The answer is 1. Going straight is not allowed. The no straight through sign prohibits straight through movements, and requires that the vehicle turn to either the left or right. Which of the following statements about cyclists is false? 1. Do not follow too closely behind cyclists. 2. Before passing a cyclist, change lanes if possible. 3. Cyclists are prohibited from using the left-hand lane to turn left. 4. You should leave at least 1 meter of space when passing a cyclist. The answer is 3. Cyclists are prohibited from using the left-hand lane to turn left. Cyclists are permitted to make a left turn from a left turn lane, where one is available. When passing a cyclist, drivers of motor vehicles must maintain a minimum distance of 1 meter, where practical, between their vehicle and the cyclist. What does this road sign means? 1. Snowmobile repair shop ahead. 2. Snowmobile parking. 3. Snowmobiles cross this road. 4. Snowmobiles not allowed. The answer is 3. Snowmobiles cross this road. What do broken white lines indicate? 1. They separate lanes of traffic traveling in opposite directions. 2. They mark the right edge of the roadway. 3. They indicate that passing is prohibited. 4. They separate lanes of traffic traveling in the same direction. The answer is 4. They separate lanes of traffic traveling in the same direction. Broken white lines may be crossed with caution, lane change. Solid white lines designate turn lanes and prevent lane changes near intersections. Solid white lines mark the right edge of the roadway. Stop lines, crosswalks and parking spaces are marked by white lines. Passing another vehicle on the right side. 1. Is not permitted. 2. Is permitted on any street of highway. 3. Is permitted, provided it is possible to do so by driving on the shoulder of the road. 4. Is permitted when the street or highway has 2 or more lanes of traffic in the direction in which you are traveling. The answer is 4. Is permitted when the street or highway has 2 or more lanes of traffic in the direction in which you are traveling. In Ontario, passing on the right is legal, according to the Provincial Ministry of Transportation, MTO. Section 150 of Ontario's Highway Traffic Act states that using the right lane for passing a car in the left lane is legal as long as it can be done safely and one of the following conditions be met. You should maintain a following distance of at least _ behind the vehicle in front of you. 1. 10 seconds. 2. 5 seconds. 3. 3 seconds. 4. 2 seconds. The answer is 4. 2 seconds. Maintaining space. A safe following distance is at least 2 seconds behind the vehicle in front of you. You are driving on a wet road and have to stop quickly. If your vehicle does not have anti-lock brakes, ABS, what should you do? 1. Brake hard. 2. Pump the brakes. 3. Turn off the ignition and apply the handbrake. 4. Apply steady pressure, release slightly if the wheels are locking up, and reapply. The answer is 4. Apply steady pressure, release slightly if the wheels are locking up, and reapply. Threshold braking, brake as hard as you can until a wheel begins to lock up, then release pressure on the pedal slightly to release the wheel. Press down on the brake pedal, applying as much braking force as possible without inducing a skid. If you feel any of the wheels begin to lock up, release the brake pressure slightly and reapply. Don't pump the brakes. Continue braking this way until you have slowed the vehicle to the desired speed. What should expect regarding the stopping distance of your vehicle when using anti-lock braking systems, ABS? 1. The stopping distance will be significantly shortened. 2. The stopping distance will remain the same. 3. The stopping distance will be longer. 4. The stopping distance depends on the road conditions. The answer is 2. The stopping distance will remain the same. What method can be a good practice when opening the driver's door? 1. Using your left hand. 2. Using the Dutch reach method. 3. First use your left hand, then your right hand. 4. Check the mirror, then use your left hand. The answer is 2. Using the Dutch reach method. It's called the Dutch reach and it encourages drivers to use their right hand. Passengers should use their left hand to open their doors. The cross-body motion forces you to turn towards your blind spot, helping you see oncoming traffic, including cyclists. When getting out of your car on a busy street, you should open your door. 1. After making the proper signals. 2. When you turn on your four-way flashers. 3. When you are sure that it can be done safely. 4. It does not matter. The answer is 3. When you are sure that it can be done safely. While driving at night, if you meet an oncoming vehicle with blinding bright lights, what should you do? 1. Look to the right edge of the roadway. 2. Turn on your high-beam headlights. 3. Look at the headlights of the approaching vehicle. 4. Open and shut your eyes rapidly. The answer is 1. Look to the right edge of the roadway. When meeting oncoming vehicles with bright headlights at night, look up and beyond and slightly to the right of the oncoming lights. What does a red signal light with a green arrow mean? 1. Stop and then you may turn in the direction of the arrow. 2. You may turn in the direction of the arrow. 3. Stop and wait for a green light. The green arrow is a signal for pedestrians. 4. Stop and wait for the green light before turning in the direction of the arrow. The answer is 2. You may turn in the direction of the arrow. When a left turn green arrow is shown with a red light, you may turn left from the left turn lane. Vehicles turning left from the opposite direction may also be making left turns because they too face a left turn green arrow. When descending a long, steep hill, how should you control your speed? 1. Shift into neutral. 2. Shift into a lower gear. 3. Keep applying the brakes. 4. Turn off the ignition. The answer is 2. Shift into a lower gear. Shift into a lower gear when going down long, steep hills. This will help control your speed and you won't have to brake as sharply. Downshift before starting downhill since it may not be possible once you are going downhill. If you become tired while driving, you should 1. Drive faster to your destination. 2. Open your windows to allow fresh air in the car. 3. Drink coffee. 4. Stop and rest. The answer is 4. Stop and rest. If you experience sudden sleepiness while driving or notice one of the other warning signs listed above, you should stop driving as quickly as possible. Pull into the next rest stop or any other safe, well-lit space that allows you to safely park and not obstruct the road. If you are convicted of failing to stop when a police officer gave pursuit, you may face which of the following penalties? 1. Up to 6 months in jail. 2. A fine up to $25,000. 3. License suspension for 5 years. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. If you are convicted of willfully avoiding police when an officer gives pursuit, you can face more serious penalties which could be a fine between $5,000 and $25,000 as well as a minimum imprisonment for a term of not less than 14 days and not more than 6 months. In addition, your driver's license will be suspended for 5 years, or 10 years to lifetime if there was death or bodily harm to any person. Before leaving your vehicle parked on the right side of the street, facing it downwards, you should 1. Leave your front wheels parallel to the curb. 2. Set your parking brake only. 3. Turn your front wheels to the left and set your parking brake. 4. Turn your front wheels to the right and set your parking brake. The answer is 4. Turn your front wheels to the right and set your parking brake. When parking facing downhill, turn your front wheels towards the curb or right shoulder. This will keep the vehicle from rolling into traffic if the brakes become disengaged. If a fully licensed driver is convicted of using a handheld electronic device while driving, they will face which of the following penalties for a first offense? 1. A 30-day license suspension. 2. Fine of up to $1,000 and 3 demerit points. 3. Fine of up to $500 and 2 demerit points. 4. None of the above. The answer is 3. Fine of up to $1,000 and 3 demerit points. To get your vehicle out of a skid, you should 1. Steer straight ahead. 2. Apply the brakes hard. 3. Steer in the opposite direction of the skid. 4. Steer in the direction you want to go. The answer is 4. Steer in the direction you want to go. Take your foot off the gas and shift to neutral, but don't try to steer immediately. As the wheels skid sideways, they will slow the vehicle and traction will return. As it does, steer in the direction you want to go. Then put the transmission in drive or release the clutch, and accelerate gently. You are approaching an intersection where there is no signal light or police officer. A pedestrian is in the crosswalk on your side of the street. You should 1. Yield to the pedestrian. 2. Increase your speed and pass the pedestrian. 3. Slow down and drive with increased caution. 4. Sound your horn to warn the pedestrian. The answer is 1. Yield to the pedestrian. Stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. When may you lend your driver's license to another person? 1. In emergencies. 2. When that person is learning to drive. 3. For identification purposes only. 4. Never. The answer is 4. Never. Example of hands-free devices include 1. A global positioning system, GPS, device that is properly secured to the dashboard or another accessible place in the vehicle. 2. A portable audio player that has been plugged into the vehicle's sound system with a preset playlist. 3. A cell phone with an earpiece or a headset using voice dialing, or plugged into the vehicle's sound system. 4. All of the above. The answer is 4. All of the above. Upon approaching a yield sign, what must you do? 1. Slow down, stop if necessary, and yield the right-of-way. 2. Stop, then enter traffic slowly. 3. Slow down as other vehicles give you the right-of-way. 4. Stop, then enter traffic quickly. The answer is 1. Slow down, stop if necessary, and yield the right-of-way. A yield sign means you must slow down or stop if necessary and yield the right-of-way to traffic in the intersection or on the intersecting road. If you change your name or your address, you must notify the Ministry of Transportation within 1. 45 days. 2. 6 days. 3. 14 days. 4. 30 days. The answer is 2. 6 days. You must tell the Ministry of Transportation within 6 days of changing your name or address. You will need a new license when you change your address. You can change your address on the Service Ontario website, or you can take the change of information to a Service Ontario centre, or mail it to the ministry. What does this road sign means? 1. Maximum speed limit at night. 2. Maximum safe speed on the shoulder. 3. Maximum safe speed for a curve. 4. Recommended speed in a construction zone. The answer is 3. Maximum safe speed for a curve. If you approach several snowplows clearing a freeway, you should not 1. Wait for the plows to allow traffic to safely pass. 2. Try to pass between them. 3. Keep a safe distance. 4. Do any of the above. The answer is 2. Try to pass between them. On freeways, several snowplows may be staggered across the road, clearing all lanes at the same time by passing a ridge of snow from plow to plow. Do not try to pass between them. On a highway, when may you drive at the maximum speed limit? 1. Only in the daytime. 2. Only on one-way roadways. 3. At any time. 4. Only when it's safe to do so. The answer is 4. Only when it's safe to do so. Obey the maximum speed limit posted on signs along the road, but always drive at a speed that will let you stop safely. This means driving below the maximum speed in bad weather, in heavy traffic or in construction zones. What does this road sign means? 1. This is a pedestrian crossover. 2. This is a construction zone. 3. Uneven pavement is ahead. 4. This is a school zone. The answer is 1. This is a pedestrian crossover. Pedestrian crossover is a new way for pedestrians to cross the road without stop signs or traffic signs. These locations are designated using special pavement markings, stop for pedestrian signage and sometimes lights. At an intersection when the signal light is green, which of the following has the right of way over all others? 1. Pedestrian crossing with the light. 2. Vehicles turning left. 3. Pedestrians crossing against the light. 4. Vehicles turning right. The answer is 1. Pedestrian crossing with the light. Pedestrian crossover is a new way for pedestrians to cross the road without stop signs or traffic signs. These locations are designated using special pavement markings, stop for pedestrian signage and sometimes lights. When approaching a stop sign, a driver must 1. Slow down, and if the way is clear, proceed. 2. Slow down, sound the horn, and then proceed. 3. Stop, sound the horn, then proceed. 4. Stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. The answer is 4. Stop, and when it is safe to do so, proceed. If you are the first vehicle approaching an intersection with a red light or stop sign, stop behind the line if it is marked on the pavement. If there is no stop line, stop at the crosswalk, marked or not. If there is no crosswalk, stop at the edge of the sidewalk. Overdriving your headlights at night is dangerous because 1. You cannot stop within the distance that you can see ahead. 2. It can drain the car battery. 3. Your headlights are too bright. 4. You are driving too fast. The answer is 1. You cannot stop within the distance that you can see ahead. Overdriving your headlights. This is a dangerous thing to do, because you may not give yourself enough room to make a safe stop. Reflective road signs can mislead you as well, making you believe you can see farther than you really can. Which of the following are signs of aggressive driving? 1. Preventing other drivers from passing. 2. Avoiding eye contact. 3. Frequent should checks. 4. All of the above. The answer is 1. Preventing other drivers from passing. Few examples of aggressive driving behaviors include speeding in heavy traffic, tailgating, cutting in front of another driver and then slowing down, running red lights, weaving in and out of traffic, changing lanes without signaling, and blocking cars attempting to pass or change lanes. What does this road sign means? 1. Indicates upcoming railway crossing. 2. Shows the exits on the upcoming roundabout and where they will take you. 3. Shows directions to nearby towns or cities. 4. Shows distances to towns or cities. The answer is 2. Shows the exits on the upcoming roundabout and where they will take you. When approaching a merging traffic sign, you should 1. Honk your horn. 2. Stop your vehicle before proceeding. 3. Adjust your speed and position. 4. Let the cars behind you go first. The answer is 3. Adjust your speed and position. Adjust speed to merge with traffic in lane indicated by arrow. Do not pass the pilot vehicle or pace vehicle bearing this sign. Reduce speed and be prepared to stop. What does this road sign means? 1. Stay to the right of the center island. 2. Keep right. 3. You must turn right. 4. There is a sharp curve to the right. The answer is 4. There is a sharp curve to the right. Chevron, arrowhead, signs are posted in groups to guide drivers around sharp curves in the road. If you want to pass a motorcycle, you should 1. Turn on your high beam headlights before you pass. 2. Use half of the motorcycle's lane to pass. 3. Honk your horn before you pass. 4. Pass it the same way that you would pass a car. The answer is 4. Pass it the same way that you would pass a car. Drivers needing to pass should always pass a vehicle on a lane to their left instead of their right. If you can't pass without using a right lane, it's best for everyone that you stay behind the motorcycle until a lane to the left has room for you to pass, even if it's the motorcycle lingering in the left lane. While driving on the two-way street, you hear the siren of an approaching emergency vehicle. What does the law require you to do? 1. Pull to the right as far as possible and stop. 2. Signal the driver to pass. 3. Speed up and get out of the way. 4. Continue at the same speed. The answer is 1. Pull to the right as far as possible and stop. If you hear the siren of an approaching emergency vehicle, pull to the right as far as possible and stop. Remain stopped until the emergency vehicle has passed. Don't worry, other drivers will do the same. What does this road sign means? 1. A speed limit change ahead. 2. Maximum safe speed on the ramp. 3. Maximum safe speed for the curve. 4. Maximum speed limit on the highway. The answer is 4. Maximum speed limit on the highway. What does this road sign means? 1. This is a high crime area. 2. It is safe to enter this area. 3. Do not enter this area. 4. Be more aware of pedestrians and your speed limit in this area. The answer is 4. Be more aware of pedestrians and your speed limit in this area. The purpose of a community safety zone is to indicate to the motorist that they are within a zone where fines have been increased through a special designation under the Highway Traffic Act. Many set fines are doubled, such as speeding and traffic signal related offenses. What does this road sign means? 1. You must stop for a school bus if your turn signals are flashing. 2. You may pass a school bus if its red signals are flashing. 3. You must stop for a school bus if the traffic lights are flashing. 4. You must stop for a school bus if its red signals are flashing. The answer is 4. You must stop for a school bus if its red signals are flashing. The law requires all motorists to stop for school buses when the bus is stopped and its overhead red signal lights are flashing and or stop arm is out. When driving on a road without a median, drivers traveling in both directions must stop for a stopped school bus with its upper red lights flashing. What does this road sign means? 1. Yield to the left. 2. Road turns left. 3. Close lane. 4. Slight bend or curve in the road ahead. The answer is 3. Close lane. Lane ahead is closed for roadwork. Obey the speed limit and merge with traffic in the open lane. What does this road sign means? 1. You may park in the designated area during the posted times. 2. You may not park between the signs during the posted times. 3. No parking. 4. Weekend parking only. The answer is 1. You may park in the designated area during the posted times. You may park in the area between the signs during the times posted. Used in pairs or groups. What does this road sign means? 1. Care for pedestrian. 2. Watch for traffic signal. 3. Do not block intersection. 4. Do not slow down. The answer is 3. Do not block intersection. The Do Not Block Intersection sign warns queuing drivers to leave a gap in the queue at an intersection, so vehicles can enter and leave the cross street on this road. What does this road sign means? 1. Only for picking up and dropping off passengers if you have disabled person's permit. 2. Standing area for disabled persons only. 3. No parking. 4. Parking is permitted. The answer is 1, only for picking up and dropping off passengers if you have disabled persons permit. This sign reserves curb area for vehicles displaying a valid accessible person parking permit picking up and dropping off passengers with disabilities. What does this road sign means? 1. Do not pass any vehicles within 30 meters of a pedestrian crossing. 2. School zone. 3. Uneven pavement ahead. 4. Construction zone. The answer is 1. Do not pass any vehicles within 30 meters of a pedestrian crossing. When a vehicle is approaching a pedestrian crossover and is within 30 meters of it, the driver of any other vehicle approaching from the rear shall not allow the front extremity of his or her vehicle to pass beyond the front extremity of the other vehicle. For more videos on these topics, please like, subscribe, comment and share our channel.